Well, the first job of the morning was to move that fence line back. I'd had enough of the horses being on the front lawn, and so I wanted to move that fence back to the side of the house. And it wasn't long before Billy spotted what I was doing and decided to come and investigate. The job today that I wasn't looking forward to is I had to go down the road and help my friend move the alpaca that had died the other day. The ground's too hard to bury, so we had to come up with a way of covering him up and putting him somewhere where it wasn't going to smell out the neighbours and everybody, and also give him a bit of a burial. And so I had to move him, which meant we had to tie him up and drag him across the ground. And at my age, I'm in the sixth decade of my life, it's not always easy to do those things, so I'm glad I stay fairly fit on the property, because you never know when you need to use a bit of brute strength. He's watching what I'm doing with interest. He wants in, but he's not getting back in. Bill is my resident stalker. He hates being looked out of places where he feels that he should be, and so he decided to spy on me this morning. It's a beautiful time of the morning. The sun was starting to come out. It was still pretty cold, and Bill was meandering up and down the fence line, living in hope that I would eventually um, give in and open up the gate, which I didn't. I'm proud to say this morning I didn't give in to him, although it wasn't for the lack of him trying to beg me. I admit to being very indulgent with him at times, and I think maybe I am because, apart from the fact that I love him to pieces, because I know he had such a difficult beginning and start in life, and he's just got the most lovely personality. He's cute and funny, and he just loves to be with me. So I always feel a little bit guilty when I lock him out of somewhere. Same with Bella; she likes to be with me, and I do feel guilty because they're almost like two big dogs at times when I'm doing things. They just like to be with me for the sake of being with me. Anyway, I managed to get that fencing done and put a gate in to make my life easier getting through the front yard into the side yard, which I didn't do the last time. So I thought this time I better put a gate in. And so that when I do let the horses in the side there, I don't have to walk the whole way around the house to the other side. But anyway, that job was done, and then I went over and thought I'll spend a bit of time with the horses. Now I felt a bit guilty because they do like me to spend time with them, and I do try to do so most mornings, just because, they're in a habit of communing with me and I'm in a habit of communing with them. It's funny, I look at Bill and I look at how handsome he is, and when I hear the people use the word feral when they're talking about Australian Brumbies and wild horses in general. It for me personally, it feels like a put down. When I look at my horse, I absolutely love him to pieces, and he's a beautiful type. He's got a fantastic character, very good quality horse. And when I see, it's just for me, it just seems crazy to call him something that has a negative connotation. Now, yes, I know he was born in the wild, and I know that there's problems in terms of sustainability. But he's not a poorly bred animal. When you look at his conformation, you look at his body type, there's no way that you could say, oh, well, he's um, a poor example of what a horse should look like. Bill was distracted because he saw Cal coming over on the fence line. I was unaware at that point, but if I want to know what's going on, all I have to do is to look up at the horses to see what direction their heads are turned in, because they miss nothing. Horses are highly observant, and they see what's going on, whether it's in a short space or at a distance. They're just remarkable creatures, really, with remarkable sight. People can call the Australian Brumbies feral if they want. The reality is that they are the descendants of the horses that went to war. I know there's the whalers, but many of the Kosciusko Brumbies and other horses in the region also served a purpose, which was to help the early settlers in their battle for survival in a harsh climate and on a harsh landscape. And, what I'm asking for, as is many other people, is to create a sustainable plan for them so that they have a place in modern society, and that they're managed appropriately. Aerial culling is not the way to go. I've had a number of discussions over the years with horse breeders and horse owners, and quite often the misconception is that Brumbies are inferior species because they haven't been domestic bred, that they have, poor conformations. Well, that's an absolute lie. Bill is clearly a good quality horse, and yes, he is the product of natural selection. And he's hardy, he's tough, he's resilient, he's got a lovely conformation. Now, he is maximum height really for a Brumby, and I put that down to the fact that we fed him really well, and I was on top of the fact that he really needed to be maxi fed because he was near death when we got him. And so maybe in the wild he wouldn't have got quite as big. Maybe he would. I don't know. But he's by no means an inferior horse type. And actually, he's every bit as beautiful as Bella, who is a lovely bred mare from top quality lines. And in terms of attitude, you can't beat Bill's attitude. He's just got the best character, and he's smart. He's incredibly smart. And I suppose Brumbies had to be able to survive in a harsh climate. Bella and Billy have a really beautiful, deep bond, and they're very attached to one another, and it's just lovely to see. Look, they do squabble with each other like a pair of an old married couple. However, you will never see a mark on either one of them. Occasionally, Bella can nip a bit on the hard side, but she doesn't ever draw blood or anything like that on Bill. Bill does a lot of theatrics and threatens, but I've rarely ever seen him connect with her. He tends to let her have her way unless he means business about something. And but overall, look, they're very attached to each other, and it's really nice to see probably the only squabbles which you'll see coming up is over me. He can get jealous and possessive. I just put it down to the fact he's a boy. As soon as I go to groom Bill, she wants to be groomed. But watch this, if I go and put the brush on her, she'll move out the way straight away, because in reality she doesn't like to be groomed. Somebody want to be groomed, or are we going to fight? Well, I'm going to groom him on the other side. Cold this morning. Those two are going to squabble. Can you not squabble, please? Because I'm going to brush you. Yes. Brushes. So as you can see, Bill's pretty big on me now. When I first got him, I used to stand well and truly head over his wither height. Will you two stop it? I'm not having fights. Bella and Billy. But he's certainly growing, and you can see that he's definitely a lot bigger and a lot stronger, filled out. He's a big baby actually, but he's matured and coming to his own. Will you stop it? She's not doing anything to you. I'm going to have to try and get him round on the other side, because he thinks that she's going to see, he's obsessed at the moment with her. He thinks that she's going to steal his attention, and all she's really doing is just standing there trying to have some social, but he is very possessive. He wants all my attention, he wants all the food. So they're going to fight, but I'm part of the cause of that, so I'm moving out the way, and I'll come around the other side and see if I can move her around to this side. So he's territorial, always has been territorial. All she wants to do is just chill out next to him, but he has issues when it comes to his food and attention with me. That's always been some of Bill's hang-ups, and it's cold at the moment, so she just wants to do nothing much. He's going to tell her off again, and she's saying, just leave me alone. Anyway, I might go and do some work over in the round pen, some raking, and encourage him to come over there instead. they're eating, I think I'll move things. I just realised the hose is still on, so I better whip over and turn that off. Just moved my barrel over because I use that for my gear and tack, and put my stuff on generally for the round pen. So I want to get organised. The ground is still really too hard to do too much, but I'm going to continue to clean it up and just generally get organised. And our beautiful girl Bella here, she's not a brumby, she's a second cross quarter horse. She's as sweet as can be, she's a mummy's girl, and just loves to be loved. That's her thing. Every now and then she puts up a few antics towards Bill when he's really annoying the hell out of her, but overall she's just the sweetest girl. And we got her before we got Bill, and we got Bill really as a companion for Bella. Yeah. Did you just need the loving? Did you just need the loving? You did, didn't you? A beautiful girl. Oh, jealousy boy. Soon as I go to love her, he gets very jealous. Yeah, Belly, don't touch the camera. He's after the camera again. Fluffy with a new coat, you know. I don't know what he's eating. What are you eating now, fatty boy? He gets pieces of wood and stuff. No wonder he gets sore teeth. You shouldn't be eating crap. Bella sighing. I'm going to go and get the grooming brush, see if I can groom them. I tried earlier. Oh, it's a piece of stick. Look when he was trying to chew. Why? Why would you do that? This is disgusting, Bill. Yeah, I don't know. And that's why he gets crap in his teeth. You're a bad boy. Calm Bill into do. He's trying to eat my brush at the moment. He's brushing the bin for whatever reason. That's my brushes. Mine. Mine. They're not yours, Billy Bunter. Alright, let's go do some walking. Come on. Are you coming? Walk on. Come on. Alright, I'll walk by myself. Are you coming? No? You can stand around and be lazy? Yeah? Are you thinking about it? Bill, are you getting lazy? Are you getting lazy? Come on. Come on, Bella's going to come and join. Come on. Let's go there, fatty boy. Walk on. Come on, Bella. Don't bite the camera. Alright, come on. Walk on. Fatty boy, come on. Come on, lazy. Come on. You're in lazy mode, aren't you? You just don't feel like doing anything. Come on. Come on. No. After my damn camera. Not the camera, Billy Bunter.